welcome back to AY Outside. So in this video, we're going to be comparing the Ninebot Go-Kart Pro to the Halo Rover X with the seat attachment. We're going to go over multiple different points and reach a final verdict. So let's do it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the price. So the Ninebot Go-Kart, it comes in 3 different versions. There's the lowest end, which is about $1,000. The next one, which is about $1,500, and this one, which is about $2,000. It's the Ninebot Go-Kart Pro. So it has all of the features and bells and whistles. And the hoverboard starts at around $900, and the seats can go from $50 to $100. Now, let's move on to looks. Alright, so now we're going to talk about looks. So let's talk about the front first. So the Ninebot Go-Kart Pro, it's pretty sturdy build quality. You have your pedals, and it's a lot bigger than the hoverboard here. And I would say also, it does look a lot more like aggressive compared to this, with just your footrests, which do the job, and one wheel in there, and like no pedals or anything. And also the seat on the go-kart here, it's a lot more sturdier with the side holsters. And the hoverboard is just a plastic seat, but it gets the job done. Now, let's move on to the next category. So the next category we're going to talk about is safety. So first here, this is a lot more safer in the front because it has this metal bar and your feet are back a little bit more. And also does a lower center of gravity because the seat is lower, so it's less apt to flip. And also the seat, it is a little bit safer because it has these side pieces right here, and it has a seat belt compared to this, which has nothing. And if you do get on a front-on collision, it'll go right into your feet because this is where you put your feet like that. And there's no seat belt. But they both do have exposed charging ports, so you have to be a little bit careful if you want to drive it in wet areas or in the rain. Now, let's move on to the next category. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is all the features. So something they both have in common is they both have hoverboards in the back. This one you take off the straps and you can use the hoverboard, and this one you just lift up the go-kart body and take off those straps, and then you can use this hoverboard. So some of the features on the go-kart are this flag, which is not on the hoverboard, but the one downside about the flag is it was black, the one they gave us, so we got this really bright orange one, and you can really see it when you're in a car. The next feature is this really cool looking wing. It's all black and has the logo here. And then also, I put a phone stand here. You wouldn't be able to do that here on the hoverboard. And then also, you can buy a speedometer that Bluetooth connects to the go-kart, which is another cool feature. Another cool feature is a speaker down here. As I told in a previous video, you can use it with engine noises or just to play music. That's why I put this phone stand here. And finally, there's a lot of customization, so you can make it longer or shorter. That one you can too. And this one you can also adjust the steering column for many heights. And this could go up to someone up to 6 feet tall could sit in this compared to the hoverboard, which is much less. Now let's move on to the hoverboard. So the hoverboard, it is a little bit easier to just use the hoverboard with no seat, but it doesn't have a speedometer, a speaker, or even a flag. So if you're driving on the street, it is a little bit more dangerous. So now let's move on to the next category. Now we're gonna drive each one, and I'll tell you more about it. Let's drive the hoverboard. So I drove each one a little bit, and here are some things that I noticed. So the first thing that I really noticed was the difference in speed, because this has a top speed of 23 miles an hour, while this has a top speed of 15. So there's a really big difference. And also with the steering, this is a lot more responsive since it has a steering wheel and it doesn't have these two levers that you pull. And finally, one point to the hoverboard, actually it can off-road. It has these big tires, and this one has a front lip so it will get scraped and flip over if you off-road. Now, let me tell you my final verdict. Alright, so my final verdict is they're both really good, but in different ways. This one, it's very versatile, it's moderately fast, and it can off-road. This one is a lot more like a sports car, it's faster, and it's safer. So if price is a big factor when you want to get a fast toy, we can call it, then this is your better option because it is almost $1,000 less than this. But if you want something fast that's really fun, I recommend you go for the GOAT, the Ninebot Gokart Pro. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and see you later.